So we wanted to find somebody who could fix stuff instead of throwing it away. So I got this.
Maybe something like this. And instead of having to throw it away, we're going to find out if they're up for the challenge of fixing it. Maybe worthwhile. Maybe save a little coin. Save a little bit of the earth. Yeah. We're going in.
I went to Waldorf school, where there's like a fiber curriculum that starts in preschool with carding, wool that the teacher spins, and then in kindergarten you take that yarn and you knit it with finger knitting, and in first grade you knit, in second grade you knit and purl, in third grade you crochet. I crocheted hockey uniforms for all my stuffed animals while watching Gopher hockey as a third grader. In fourth grade, you do all kinds of different embroidery, a lot of cross stitch, some simple chain stitch embroidery. Fifth grade, you get a third knitting needle and you knit socks. So I knit like hockey Mendota Heights hockey socks. And in, sixth grade, they make you make a doll, and then you clothe it. Again, I made soccer uniform for my doll. And seventh grade, is all felting. I made felt slippers with tongues inspired by these right here, the fold over soccer tongue. And then in eighth grade, finally, you get a sewing machine and you make a quilt, with a square for you and a square for each one of your classmates. And then I thought I was done. I thought I was off the hook. I never had to sew or do anything fiber or handwork related again. But, turns out that buttons pop off and my pants were too long or whatever. So I'd find myself doing little projects in high school and college. And not really until I started nerding out about jeans at the end of college and then after college. And started selling a lot of clothes that then it turned out that they needed to be altered and fixed. And it just came from requests of customers. When I was working in a store, I worked at the Levi store in the Mall of America and at Black Blue in St. Paul, and we sold a bunch of jeans that people liked. And jeans are basically a consumable good, but part of the way through consuming a pair of jeans, you can replenish the fabric a little bit and give them more life. And it's kind of blossomed from there. I've been doing this in my house, in my apartment downtown St. Paul for about 8 years. Started with just doing hems and then doing repairs and having friends come over and work in my apartment while I was at work and then while I was there. And this past year we were able to move into an entirely new space where it's no longer where I live.
Do you think about the carbon footprint of jeans?
Oh yeah, for sure. That is an issue with everything these days, is getting things places, and a lot of our stuff is mail in. And so there is a lot of stuff. Our UPS account pays for carbon credits every time we ship, which is kind of BS, I think, but we still do it. But yeah, there is a huge, ecologically, cotton is very hard on the environment, and so anytime we can preserve cotton and keep it in the cycle, as opposed to throwing something cotton away, I think the environmental benefits of that is super important, and super important to us as well. This right here is Colleen. She's fixing an old sweatshirt for a customer. She's doing some of this very popular these days, sashiko, the Japanese hand stitching.
Is there anything that's too far gone?
No. Yeah, Colleen, if there's something that might be too far gone, we'll give it to Colleen and she'll sink her teeth in. She'll find something to sink her teeth into. There are times we do get caught in what we call quicksand, where our whatever we repair becomes the edge of the next rip almost immediately. And you can tell, when a pair of jeans is never gonna rip where it's dark blue. When those jeans are almost white and they're mostly holes, it's hard. We can make the holes disappear, but we can't make them make the next hole disappear as well on some of those. But we do our best.
So you borrow fabric if you need it, or is that what you've done here? Or you
We somehow seem to always have scraps.
Chaos scraps.
Those are the chaos scraps. These are full pairs of jeans.
A lot of what we do is we deal with the unreasonable requests of people that have been rejected by several local tailors. And part of what got me into this was I had unreasonable requests for local tailors that they just totally ignored, and that couldn't continue. And so we started doing it ourselves. It's been awesome. No request is unreasonable.
what is this?
This is the beginnings of a project, or kind of like a study in a project that we're working on. A guy sent us a shirt to wear at a country music concert. A queer country artist named Orville Peck wears a mask with dangles kind of like this all the time. No one's ever seen his face, according to the legend.
So how do people find you normally?
We occupy an interesting space where I don't know how many of you, or if you, Carl, or you, Colleen, have read any William Gibson. But he wrote a book called Zero History about a denim company that doesn't do any marketing. And as someone with a marketing degree, I decided that my only marketing would be to not try to build that gap between like what you can do something for and then like the value of that, and try to have like some sort of story fill that gap. I just wanted to show the before and the after.